Urmi, your wealth word is soul richness. I'm intrigued. Why did you choose soul richness for your wealth word?
So for someone who works in finance and you think about the word wealth, you often associate it with few things, which is being rich, like financially rich. You think about being a millionaire, you think about financial freedom, you think about, people spending money. But for me, it's more about how you feel from the inside. And when I think about wealth, I always think about how can I enrich my soul by doing the things that I love the most? Because I realize, especially because I'm someone who's very dynamic and likes to do different things, I realized that by trying different things and following my curiosity, I was able to really feel rich of experiences, adventures. And I usually follow a lot my intuition, like we were talking at the beginning, boxing classes. Like I never thought I was going to, like boxing classes. I followed my intuition and I realized how much I enjoyed it. The the other things that I very much enjoy that really fulfill me are reading books, writing, meeting new people, going to baking classes, trying different workshop. I recently did a workshop in relation to latte art, which was basically about how you make a design on a latte. I also went to a painting class. So for me, those things, those experiences really fulfill me and they satisfy me. And I feel like they make me complete as a person. Like I feel I'm much more, skilled. And this is how I think about the word wealth. It's not about how to be financially rich, it's more about how to be internally rich, basically.
And that is the beauty of it when we understand a bigger wealth than just financial. Because, yes, I'm sure in your day to day, you're finding people that is such a heavy concern that lays over their heads, as everybody has those concerns, but also getting something bigger, a sense of purpose. What
Yes.
experiences and inner explorations that you have given you a sense of purpose?
So definitely a lot of my volunteering activities, they gave me a lot of sense of purpose because I think, you know, we work to earn an income, but sometimes I feel like you can have a void in yourself, that you feel empty. That you feel really empty because you're like, okay, I'm not sure if I'm helping anyone. But once you start volunteering and you help people, you serve a community, you start to realize that you make a difference in someone's life. You can change someone's smile. You can, help someone by, I don't know, having a conversation, having a chat, like a friendly chat, or maybe sharing a tea with an elderly person. Those things really make a huge difference. You feel like, okay, like there is a purpose in life. And I would say that my volunteering activities really are something that I'm very grateful for because I feel like, yeah, I'm not making money from it. Like I'm not, no one is paying me for doing all of these things, but you find a lot of value from it. And I always encourage people to go and do some volunteering activities. And there are so many studies behind it, how it helps with your mental health, how it helps, with depression, and you gain so many skills as well because there are skills that you learn that you do not learn typically in a workplace. And so volunteering is something that I've been doing since I was in university. Then I stopped as soon as I started to work. But then because I was working and not doing volunteering, I started to realize that there was a void in me. And so I went back to it and now I feel I'm much more fulfilled.
That's incredible. And not only does she do this, this, and this, she also volunteers. Oh, it's fantastic. If you didn't have to have the 9 to 5, what would you be doing?
I would probably doing something in relation to women's empowerment and probably doing something with a nonprofit organization that helps like non-privileged women. Yeah, I think I would be more into like educating women, talking about different things such as clean hygiene, mental health, financial literacy. I think I would be doing something in relation to that. And maybe an organization that is like based worldwide where I get the chance to like go to different countries and serve different women from different parts of the world. I think that would have been my ideal thing to do if I wasn't working 9 to 5.
And I love how you speak about it globally.
Yes.
As a third culture kid, there is so much more to know about life that's going on than just your neighborhood, but what is really going on in the world. And I love the fact that that's part of your mission is to do something bigger. What's next on the list for you?
I love the question because because I have like big ambitious goals, and one of my goals is to deliver a TEDx eventually. That's like one of my biggest dreams. And then I also want to be able to self-publish a second book. So those are the two biggest things in my on my to-do list right now. So yeah. I mean, I have other things as well, but let's stick to two.
Uh, and in your path to soulful wealth, you have an intent path, but there's also that spontaneity. Can you talk about how you balance those moments where you're like, oh, just like this, I have to choose only two when there's so many things going on?
I just say whatever comes to my mind, to be honest. Yeah, I don't like things to be scripted. I'm very spontaneous in that sense. Like whatever comes to my mind, I just say it. And unfortunately, sometimes it's even written on my face. As much as I try to hide it, I can't. And so people can read me really well. So I guess I just try to be myself. I think that's for me it's important to be authentic and to show up for who I am, because I feel like the moment you just walk away from your identity, you are being dishonest to yourself, and I don't want that. I really don't want that. So I guess that's how I find the balance.
And what advice would you offer someone who is trying to find their soul richness, their purpose, and seeking deeper meaning from their lives?
So there are two things that I would suggest someone to follow. I think the first one is to be surrounded by people that are very much like them and have open discussion and dialogues about the dreams, the purpose, what they want to do in life. And then I would also say journaling, because I feel like when you write things, it brings you a lot more clarity. So writing down some of your thoughts, writing down some of your plans. And because I'm a big manifestor, I feel like some of the things that you write, they tend to happen. They tend to happen because unconsciously you work towards it, but you don't realize it. Having a visual board also helps. I have mine just there. Let's say you create your vision board at the beginning and then you look at it at the end. You don't realize it, but you have accomplished a lot of the things that you put there. And so I feel like doing these little things that you feel like they're like it's nothing major, they do make a big difference in your life. So I would say like vision board, journaling, having a group of people or being part of a community of people like you, I think really helps you to find your path.